Ash, a 2-2 draw against Sutton. How do you reflect on that overall performance?
They're extremely disappointed. It feels like a loss. We did enough to win the game, apart from a 2-minute spell. So on the whole, we controlled the game. We created a lot of chances. We've got to make better decisions in the final third. There's moments when we could have made the final pass and we didn't, and they're the moments that ultimately let Sutton make it 2-1, then 2-2, and then it was always going to be difficult from there. But we did enough to win the game. We did enough to score more goals. We didn't. We made the wrong decisions, and then that's one of the reasons why they got back into the game.
And what's the feeling like in the dressing room at the moment?
Yeah, disappointed. Disappointed because we created enough chances. We were too open for their second goal. I need to watch the first goal back and see what situation led to the penalty. But for the second goal, we kicked the ball long when we weren't ready to. We were too open. In those moments, we know that if we're going to go longer, we've got to make sure we're more compact. The centre-backs are higher up, so the other team can't counter, and ultimately they did that. And then they scored. We didn't deal with the cross. They had a 2-minute spell where they scored 2 goals, and they had a 5-minute spell where they had pressure. Apart from that, we controlled the game. So extremely disappointed. But on the other hand, we know now that a lot of the issues we had earlier in the season are now getting better. Some of them are fixed. Some of them are a work in progress. We're defending a lot better on the whole. We've got to make better individual decisions and actions when defending, better individual decisions and actions when we're in the final third, and then we're close to consistently putting winning performances.
And it was a positive first half performance with quality goals from Miguel and Jake. What's your assessment of their goals and the way they're playing?
Yeah, they're both of them are a massive part of our team. Since Jake's come into midfield and Miguel for the whole season, they've both been the heartbeat of our play, both with and without the ball. We're going to see more and more of those type of performances from those two as they get their confidence, as they get their rhythm. And I'm just pleased that they had an impact on the game today as they did.
And obviously there's frustration in dropping points, but what positives can we take from that performance?
It's a point, and for us, points, they're very valuable at this moment in time. 1 point is better than 0. It would have been good to have all 3 today, and we should have. But 1's better than 0, and we've just got to make sure we build and keep getting as many points as we can. But if we are better in the final third, if we defend better individually in our defensive third, in our box, then these 1 points turn into 3 quite consistently, and I'm very confident of that.
And how important is it now to turn this frustration into motivation ahead of this next run of fixtures?
Yep, it's difficult when you've got a Saturday to Saturday game. If we had a game on Tuesday, it would be easier. The lads would train and then they play Tuesday and they can put these things right. Where we've got a week, we've got to make sure now people stay positive. We keep the confidence. We keep a healthy environment. Training is good for 4 days, as it's been for the whole season, because we've got a good team. We've got a good bunch of players. We've got a good team. We've just got to wait for things to click. They should have clicked today. Once they do, then I'm sure we'll put in good performances for 90 minutes.